Welcome back. Today we're going to look at how to calculate interest on a loan which you borrow from the bank. And we will go deeper into this topic as the days pass. If you're not already following me daily on my channel, Teachers Seal Maths, Know Your Maths Rules, and you would like to benefit from the daily covering of materials or even to go revise materials, then just press subscribe below here and you can become part of the daily team. Okay, so let's start here now. We have a formula that we can use to work out interest paid on a loan. Now, many people go to banks and they borrow money from the bank, and the bank will say, well, we're going to charge you some interest, and you end up paying a certain amount of interest over a couple of years. So if we want to know how much interest we have paid, we have this little formula here. Interest equals the principal amount which you borrowed times the rate of interest times the amount of years that you're using to pay it back. That's time. So let me just clean up a bit and we can look at the formula a bit better. So I equals P times R times T. In other words, interest equals the principal amount borrowed times the rate of interest times the amount of years over which we are paying the loan back. Let's do two examples. So here we have principal amount is 10,000 over there. They are going to charge us 5% and the loan is 3 years. So our formula is I equals P times R times T. So I, which is interest, is equal to 10,000. That would be this principal amount times the rate, which is 0.05, which is 5% that's the interest amount. And the time is the 3 years, okay? And that would come to total interest paid is 1,500 Rand. So even though you borrowed 10,000, you paid 1,500 extra in interest. So you would have ended up paying 11,500. Let's look at one more example. Our principal amount that we're borrowing is 20,500. Our interest rate is quite high. It's 15%. And we're paying it back over 5 years, which is a long time for that small amount up there. So you're actually going to find your interest is going to be massive, simply because you are paying it over a long time and you have a high interest rate. But let's use the formula. I equals PRT, principal times R times time. Okay. And then we plug in our values there. Here's our principal amount over here. And that's our interest rate when we've converted it the 15% to decimal. And here is the 5 years. Okay, so once we've calculated that, we work out that our interest is 15,375. That's a large chunk of the original amount that we borrowed there. But it's because of the factors that were involved here and here. So the main thing that you can take away from this lecture is that the formula for interest is the principal times the rate times the time. I will see you in tomorrow's lecture, and if you'd like to become a subscriber, then just press subscribe here below.